I thought this is E.
No, this is Plaqueboymax.
Okay.
Yo, come on, bruh. Man, come on, bruh. Acting like you don't recognize me, that shit wild.
Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why don't you want me to cry?
Plaqueboymax got humiliated at the Grammys. Hey, video about Meezy, bruh. Apparently some shit went down at the Grammys with Plaqueboymax. Let's see what's popping, yo.
Plaqueboymax deserves a lot of praise and a lot of credit. Growing up wanting to be a streamer like his idols Bruce Dropomoff and others, he took to Twitch and took over. And while becoming a successful streamer in his own right, he decided that he was going to take on another passion of his, and that was music. And in that time, he has grown himself to a successful Grammy-nominated artist. But even with all the hard work and all the effort that Plaqueboymax has done, it's still not enough for some people.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hi. I have Jamal and Jamal Roberts, American Idol, and Jonathan. Can we get a shot? Are you with the Grammys?
What'd you say?
Is this the Grammys camera?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I thought
good.
this is E.
No, this is Plaqueboymax.
Okay.
Yo, come on, bruh. Man, come on, bruh. Acting like you don't recognize me, that shit wild.
Told you I'm not. It's cool. You gotta work. This that motivation. Clip all it.
Max, I think collectively we all felt that hand on the shoulder. But this is an isolated incident. I think that Plaqueboymax's time at the Grammys just shows how disrespected the industry of streaming and content creation really is. If you're new to this channel, make sure.
But then again, it's always been like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Anything involving the music industry, bro, they look down on content creation niggas for real. Like, you can tell about that just by how rappers be speaking about them. So, yeah, this really ain't surprising, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
That subscribe button, it goes a long way for us unemployed. Gotta stay warm during this season. Now, back into the video. Plaqueboymax made history as the first streamer turned into Grammy Award nominated artist. Now, we've seen streamers before take on music, you know, make beats, have different artists on their platforms, but Max has done it in a different way. His In the Booth series has gotten notoriety from all the major publications and even had him have some credits on his song Victory Lap. Now, let's be clear, this is something that Plaqueboymax has been prepping for. At the last Streamer Awards, he talked about this exact moment here.
First off, I'd like to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. I'd like to thank my friends and family back home. I'd love to thank FaZe. Without joining FaZe, I would not be where I am right now. Shout out my brothers, but most importantly, I'd like to thank 5 Star. The next time I hold a trophy, it's gonna be a Grammy.
There we go. And so here we are. The day has finally arrived. Max has cut his hair, put on a tuxedo and a turtleneck, and is on the Grammy red carpet. The energy should be high, but honestly, the energy feels kind of off. Now, because of the nature of the internet, it did feel funny on surface that he got sunned by the publicists for these artists. I do like how Max did say that this is a learning lesson for him, but I want to give a little bit of pushback, Max. You can work as hard as you want to, but the industry has shown us over the course of X amount of years that there's gonna be an inherent disconnect, whether it's based out of jealousy, whether it's based out of hatred, whatever it is. But the streaming world and the traditional media space, even though it seems like it's getting closer, I still feel that disconnect. The reason why I say that it seems like it's getting closer is because we do have certain publications like Complex and Pitchfork that have done things surrounding artists or streamers before in their publications, on their websites, etc., etc. But if you remember, every single time that they do this, they seem to not be able to do their due diligence and respect the streamer in question. Remember when cameraman Chris got in trouble for talking to somebody who was a younger person and it got blasted all across social media? I remember seeing that Complex article, and it wasn't cameraman Chris in the picture. It was AMP Chris. It seemed to be some half-assed job by, I don't even want to call him an intern because I would assume that an intern is young enough to know the difference, but by somebody who probably is an unk thinking that they're cool by getting into the mix of this situation. And ultimately, it was disrespectful as fuck. A situation like that occurred when Plaqueboymax was walking the Grammy red carpet and was asked to do an interview by Pitchfork. He was quickly put on game to an article in which they disrespected Plaqueboymax and his artistry endeavors.
Actually, I'm good off Pitchfork. Young Twitch streamer tries to become a rapper. Fuck out of here, nigga.
All right, bet.
Fuck out of here. Stop playing with me. I didn't even never seen this. I don't care about the rating, but don't say I'm trying to do something. I did do it, nigga. Fuck out of here. But it's fine though, chat. Remember that type of shit. No bad blood though. Shout out them. Bro, people are entitled to their opinion. Don't play with me like that and diminish my shit by calling me a Twitch streamer. Y'all know what niggas be doing when they do that. That's just corny. If they would have said Plaqueboymax released his album and it was some sounds, the sound wasn't good.
Yeah, they just trying to, you know, subjugate and categorize him to just Twitch streamer. They ain't trying to acknowledge him as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Titling is everything. Because if they really were trying to give him like the right due diligence, they would have just said Plaqueboymax.
Polish. All right. Cool.
Now, the writer of said Pitchfork article did come to Twitter saying that he didn't expect for his article to be pulled up on a Grammy red carpet. And I'm assuming that he probably didn't mean any sort of harm. At least that's what he's gonna say. But honestly, it became clear as I read the last few sentences of that article that these guys aren't fucking with this new era of streamer turned artist. He starts by making a comparison from when Drake went from being on Degrassi to being an artist, all the ridicule that he had to go through, and saying that Plaqueboymax is going through something similar. And so in the final portions of it, he references Drake's commentary about Kai Cenat's Streamer University, in which he says, "It's my belief that the individuals that attend this program and that are sitting watching this video are the next shift in media," he said in a pre-recorded video, comparing their plight of being ridiculed to the reality TV stars of yore who now rule the world. If this is true, we might be in for a new overlord of uncool and a new generation of amorphous artists streamer entertainer guys, characters in a constantly expanding online universe whose main goal is to infiltrate your algorithm and capture your attention using every avenue possible. Now, kids everywhere are reaching for Plaqueboymax's faux opium schlock on Spotify as they might for a Feastables at Walmart for the simple fact that they trust content creators who burn holes into their retinas more than faceless corporations. What's more ironic about this is you'd be hard-pressed to find a popular rap record more mind-numbingly anonymous this year. I don't know, I felt like that was a little bit jabby and diggy. At the end of the day, I feel like this is a slight. No different than when Kai Cenat talked about how all these other streamers could be different things. They could be voice actors, they could be actors, they could be all these other creative things. But ultimately, they may be fighting a different fight that Kai Cenat is fighting. It's not mental health, but it's how other people classify them. It's how other people put them in a box as opposed to...
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense because you got to think about it, right? Like, if you really think about it, you got Kai trying to do clothes and all that. Nobody's fucking with him doing clothes and all that. They only see Twitch Kai. Same thing with like Corey Kenshin and all that. You know what I'm saying? When he created his own manga and all that, but he's in the process of creating his own anime and all that. Niggas really not trying to call his shit a manga or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And then now you got the same thing here with Plaqueboymax. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to acknowledge him as a streamer, not an artist. You know what I'm saying? They even happened with DDG when he was doing the whole music shit and all that. So yeah, bro, I completely understand the whole thing. It's just a recurring pattern, to be honest with you.
Expand. A perfect example of this is later on that night when Plaqueboymax, in a room full of cameras, gets his cameraman stopped and said that you can't be here, you can't go down this path, by some sort of security guard.
Hopefully this not ready before, bro. I'm gonna say what's up. What are you talking about? Yes, he is. Like, what the fuck? Come on, big bro. Chill. You gotta calm that down. Like.
Something that we've seen time and time again.
Bruh. Yo, the glaze is real, bruh. Damn, y'all don't want Max to have his shine, man. Like, bruh, like, come on now. Come on now. How did he make it there with a camera if he ain't supposed to be there? Like, bro, you doing too much, man.
Guards not securing shit, as Agent would say, and overstepping their boundaries. Why? Because Max doesn't look the part to them. It's crazy because he was in a room full of literal cameras. I can't stress that enough. Now, the internet is split on this concept that I'm trying to lay down. Some are watching moments where famous actor, famous celebrity, famous artist is passing by Plaqueboymax and totally gets ignored as a sign that says, hey, if you're not iShow Speed or Kai Cenat, nobody will care about you.
Wait, who is, bro? Who is that?
I don't know, yeah.
What the hell? Wait, who is that? Do you know who that is? What'd you say? Yo, I like yo.
Nah, bro. Why he just air my shit?
The only streamer these celebrities will care about is I Show Speed. Everyone else is a clown in their eyes. That's a hard truth. The rest of the streamers should realize. Hey, bruh, clout is one hell of a drug, man.
And some are criticizing how Plaqueboymax himself carried himself at the Grammy Awards on the red carpet.
Plaqueboymax here live at the Grammys. Is this real?
Yeah, it's just amazing. I swear, like it's amazing.
I swear.
It's a wonderful day.
That when you are taking a victory lap, do you listen to music to celebrate?
Yes, it's just so sensational. Yeah.
Sensational, future.
Yeah.
Is there a song you just can't get it out of your head? Right?
Now, I can understand this from, you know, everyone's point of view of like carry yourself with a certain level of professionalism and all that, but bro, he's just being himself. In this moment right here, you can tell this is just Max being Max right here. And I don't even like watch Max or nothing like that, and I can tell that. You feel me? And then again, like you've seen plenty of times where there's been artists, you know what I'm saying, that just don't give a fuck. They say what they want in front of the camera. But I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People think you gotta act a certain way at all times. But then again, there is a time and place for everything. I'm not saying that there isn't.
It's on loop.
I just blocked a bit because she was 16. Yeah, you feel me? Real shit, because that's real shit. No, you feel me? We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. You heard about that new Vivek?
Yeah, that
You didn't get the drop though?
I did. I was not a part of
Dang,
that
bro, you
drop.
gotta get on the email list. You fucking
You playing all costs in that brand. I'm done.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
You know what I'm after? You want to be the biggest star in the world? I'm just getting started.
Michael, rated PG-13, April 24th.
I painted a face today.
Oh my God.
Just drop.
If there's one man I want to win a Grammy tonight, it's this one because of pure manifestation.
Some are saying that this is what Plaqueboymax and other streamers deserve, simply due to the fact that they don't fit in with the in crowd. They're not a part of what's norm. They shouldn't get the same pub. They shouldn't get the same praise as everybody else. Now, for what it's worth, I think Plaqueboymax took it all on the chin, and even he claims that he'll grow up and be better, work harder, do better next time.
I don't know if y'all saw the clip of me did like the store runner. My nigga, they did me like one of them store runners at the studio. Boy, go get me some Welch's. Nigga, go get me some motherfucking Arizona tea. Bitch ass nigga, get me a Charger. And there's nothing wrong with that. That lady didn't know me. That's cool. You feel me? She didn't know.
Yeah, and that goes to what I've been saying. You know, everybody ain't obligated to know everybody just because you know them, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. It don't matter how famous some people are sometimes. Some people just don't know who Drake is. Believe it or not, as crazy as that sounds, right? There are people out there like that. I'm not comparing Max to Drake. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just providing an example. Everybody doesn't know everybody, bro. No matter how famous they may be, shit.
This world has 7, 8, 10 billion people in this bitch. Honestly, it might have 15. Because really think about it. Who the fuck lives in Antarctica? You're telling me there's that big ass land and nobody lived there? I don't care.
Also, another perfect example. I didn't know who David was. You know what I'm saying? That artist that ended up killing his girlfriend allegedly. I haven't followed up with that in a while. I don't know if it's confirmed that he did it or not. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't know who he was until that incident, and apparently he was a popping artist. You feel me? There you go. Just goes to show you, bro.
It's negative 50 dicks. King, there gotta be people living there, and we're not even gonna get into that. My whole point is, there's mad people on this earth. There's probably people on other planets, aliens. Never heard who the fuck is Plaqueboymax. Who is that, nigga? Is that a dentist? He fixes people's teeth? Real shit though. Niggas call me either Plaqueboymax or niggas be calling me Plaqueboy. Plaqueboy. Is his teeth fucked up? Plaqueboy. Plaqueboy. That's just how it goes. So what does that mean? Let's work harder so that the world know my name. Cause it'll happen eventually. Like I'm going.
Yeah, once you get to a certain status, bro, people ain't gonna have no choice but to respect you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm literally documenting and I am streaming my whole process of my whole career.
But I think that what Plaqueboymax experienced and other creators before him have experienced is the problem with the industry. They're old, they're slow, they're not accepting of change. They're gatekeepers. They have hierarchies. They have people that have been on a waiting list for a long time, and ultimately they don't want to let you skip the line just because you got a little bit lit or you got a little bit popping on some sort of platform. So what they're gonna do is alienate, they're gonna ostracize, they're gonna demean you, they're gonna belittle you, and they're gonna do all these things to keep you out of the place and space in which you probably should belong in. Now, this is no knock on any of these other entertainers or creators, but think about how creative somebody is that they took a camera, a microphone, and blew that up to being worldwide known and instant famous. Those are the things that some of these streamers are doing. The Plaqueboymaxes, the iShowSpeeds, the Kaisenats. So why in the world would they be kicked out or gatekept from some things and industries that need help? I do appreciate those that have helped people along the way. Just last year, Kevin Hart had to come out and publicly say that he was not going to host the BET Awards unless Kaisenat and Drewski were gonna be there. And ultimately, when they went to the red carpet event and the awards as a whole, I think it was like really fire content. But nonetheless, the reason now I think creators are still in this novelty phase. What I mean by that is these bigger entities that are chasing a younger audience on a hope and a whim don't want to invest any real money on them. So what they'll do is some sort of manufactured slop job to get them out there. Sure, we'll give you courtside seats, but we won't give you any sitting at the round table. We won't even let you have any sort of creative control over what goes on these broadcasts and productions. We'll just allow you to be on the main page of the social media sphere, you know, for our bigger company. But I'm sorry to say, gang, Kaisenat is pulling more views than some of these professional basketball games. If you don't roll out the red carpet for him or other content creators like a Plaqueboymax,
that nigga and Speed, honestly, especially Speed,
you're probably gonna be losing. I don't think that Plaqueboymax failed at the Grammys. They're just not hip as to what's going on. And I don't mind people gatekeeping to an extent, but don't give me that half-assed handshake like you're about to accept me into your...
Exactly, nigga. You either gon' fuck with me, you either fuck with me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Let's cut all that. You either rock with me or you don't. Simple.
Hey, hold on now. Before you leave, like the video, subscribe. Thank you.
Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why do it want me to cry? Fighting depression, talk to the spirits, use them justice that help me get by. But I cannot lie, that she hurt me bad when I got that car, told me you died. Like how the fuck can they take you? Man, I hope I wake up, it's a lie. Couldn't walk to that hearse, cause I remember the words and I remember the look in your eyes.